Welcome to Simple and Savory with the Bald Guy Simple Haircut. Simple, easy, healthy recipes for your busy life. More time for you and the ones you love. Tonight, out of Robin Takes 5, this is a Rockstar cookbook. Southwest chicken soup. Simple, simple, simple. This is a get it in, easy, quick, fast. So, let's look at the ingredients. We have two, what are these? 28-ounce cans of tomatoes, and crushed, chopped, diced tomatoes are the way to go. I've got a couple other options here, so we're gonna just make that work because that's what's in the pantry. Cumin, a couple teaspoons. Smoked a chicken last night, so we have some extra smoked chicken, but if you do rotisserie chicken, or you could saute chicken, or make this as a vegetarian dish as well. So the recipe also calls for chopped cilantro, and then scallions, so the whites and the greens. And then I'm gonna bald guy this up, so salt and pepper to taste, of course. I'm gonna add a can of undrained black beans, so it's got the juice that they're cooked in. And then from a couple recipes before, some chipotle peppers for add a little spice and smokiness. So you could do it with the basic recipe, or bald guy it up, or add something that you like. You could add beef if you had some left over. The beauty of the refrigerator is whatever's left over could make something else, and use what you have. So let's get the timer started and get the pot going here. And my biggest utensil is the can opener. So these are organic, but you don't have to use organic. Really, it comes down to, you know, what's important to you right now. If it's budget, you can get chopped diced tomatoes at pretty much any budget. We're trying to be as healthy and good to us as possible, but I know how things work. So, the knife tonight is a round one that rotates around the cans. And this is quick, quick, quick. So the pan is heating up while I am getting this. Got my new can opener. It has a little, this is cool, has a little thing just to pick those up and pull them right off the can. So there's a little pincher there, kind of little pliers. I just got this, so I will be doing a review of this. Yeah, Tanya's just going, I haven't seen the new can opener yet. That's amazing. So this is, tomatoes come in so many options. This is fire roasted. Now these are whole, so I'm just gonna kind of, let's get these going in here. And the pan is nice and hot already, so we'll get that heated quickly. And what I'm gonna do, because whoo, they're having fun here tonight. They're fire roasted, but they're whole. So I'm just gonna chop these up, and we're gonna have chunky Southwest chicken soup tonight. That saves me a trip to the grocery store and gives me more options to think about down the road. So if you wanted this to be more of a puree, you could run this through a blender. If you have a hand blender, you could put that in at the end or the beginning here. But I have the ultimate device, the spatula. And if you haven't seen the review on this, check it out. These are, love this batch of spatulas. And my crazy story from before is just having a bunch of old, I'm guessing my mom had them and gave them to me. She got rid of them when I went to college and got my own apartment. She's like, finally I can get rid of these trashy things. She probably hated to throw them away. They might have been sentimental or somebody's grandma's something or other, but the head would fall off into the soup. I had one that had half a handle on it. It was just, enough is enough, you know? Okay, so that is heating up. I'm going to add cumin, and I think the recipe was 2 teaspoons, but that's about right. It's a little handful, but you can always add more later. You can't ever take it away. So it's better to start a little low, and I'm just gonna add the chicken. Like I said, that was from a smoked chicken I did last night for dinner. And we only ate about half of it, so it's like, what can we make with chicken? Okay, while that's going, I'm going to add, so we're heating this up. I'm gonna add chipotle peppers. This is a bald guy thing, so these are smoked jalapeno peppers and they are just wonderful. Hot, so I kind of know our taste buds. So I think it was about 1.5 jalapeno peppers with the sauce that kind of goes along with it. And then, because this is Southwest, I'm just going to add a can of beans to it, black beans. It's kind of Southwestern-y. And let's see, where are we at? We're at about 4 minutes time-wise. The soup's simmering, so I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Watch this again. The magic pinchers on the can. Oh, of course. Oh, look at that, it's magic. Tanya's in awestruck again. I don't see her speechless very often. This is pretty amazing. Stir that up, and I am keeping the bean juice because it's pretty much beans, water, and salt, which you get in a can of beans. So how can you go wrong with that? Just kind of keep chopping up tomatoes as I see big ones here. Okay, we'll let that heat up, and in the meantime, we are at 5 minutes now. Let's do a little cilantro. So this has all been washed and rinsed and put in the fridge when I buy it. So that way it's always clean and ready to roll. I'm just gonna do a rough chop here. If you're chopping parsley or mint or anything like that, just put your hand on one end of the knife, just kind of move it back and forth. Makes it very controllable, you won't cut yourself. And Tino is down here sniffing, as usual. All right, the cilantro is chopped. Let's work on the scallions. And it says just to use tops and bottoms. And this will be an add-on garnish at the end. To get a little thinner as we get down here because there's a little more bite to the whites. Bet you can hear the bubbling away of that, can't you? That is gonna be good. And some big explosions of tomato. Just make sure you let it cool down a little bit. So let's do a quick taste. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick spoon just for the sauce. Okay, it needs a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little pinch of salt. Some black pepper. And I'm just gonna add a little more cumin, I think. Probably another teaspoon or so, with just a little hand. Oh, Tino, I know you would love some of this soup, wouldn't you? Okay, let's go in again here. Perfect. And the beauty of cooking is you cook to your taste. If you want more salt, add more salt. If you don't want more salt, do something else. If you love cumin, add more cumin, add some garlic. And there's Tino. His hunger is overtaking him. He can't control himself. Okay, where are we at? We are under 10 minutes and the soup is ready. I'm just gonna turn this off. So I'm gonna rename this to Chunky Tomato Southwest Chicken Chunky Southwest chicken and tomato soup. Okay, let's give it a bit of a cilantro and a little green onion here. It is hot. Those big chunks of tomato are going to be really hot, so blow on this before you make this. The chicken comes through, got a little black bean in there, some tomatoes, some salsa, or black bean, tomatoes, green onions, cilantro. Wonderful. So, thumbs up for this one. This is a winter warmer. Chase the chills of winter away. We're still in the Northwest, still raining, still will be for a while. So trying to keep mentally up and going here. But if you are new to this channel, I'd love to see you in the next video. Please subscribe. And really the whole goal is to give you tools. If you're wanting to eat a little more healthy, if you're wanting to, I know weight is one thing. If you're busy coming from work, reduce your stress by having something that's easy to cook, a go-to meal. And this is pretty much all out of the pantry or the refrigerator. Most of the things that most people have. So, after a little gab time, 11 minutes. And they say most people estimate that dinner takes about 30 minutes to an hour and a half. So let's average that. Let's say it took you an hour to either go get dinner and bring it back, set it up, eat. This took 11 minutes. What would you do with an extra 20 minutes or 40 minutes back in your day? And ultimately it's, give you some time for yourself or time for your family or whoever and whatever is important to your life. So hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video. And thanks for joining me.